lovely Aquarius, this is Scully Sati. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel to see what I see for you guys for the month of December 2019. As I've been telling all my other subscribers, this will more than likely be the only video I do for this month unless I do get time towards the end of the month where I would do kind of 2020 overview for each sign. So look for that, okay? As always, everything that I'm going to be tapping into is not going to resonate with every one of you, and that's totally fine. You know, you'll know if it resonates because you're going to feel it right here, okay? And if you find that it does resonate and you want me to provide a little bit more clarification into your personal situation, you can contact me at the email address below, and I would be more than happy to set up a one-on-one session with you guys, okay? And as my gift for you guys for the holidays and just for being my subscribers, I am going to be offering an automatic $10 off any reading in the month of December. And so just make sure that you mention this and I will gladly grant that to you guys, okay? All right, beauties. So I'm going to be using one of my favorite decks, the Deviant Moon Tarot deck. Fantastic. I usually use this twice a month for my new moon and full moon readings for myself, so you guys are getting a treat when I break them out because I'm usually a little bit possessive over them. All right, beauties, what is going on for the Aquarius crew for the month of December? Let's get it started. Ooh, okay. All right. Okay. Let me just get a little bit more clarification here. Okay. All right. You guys are starting off with the Five of Wands card. Five of Wands card is about fighting. It's about competition. It's about unrest between people. When I clarified that, you guys got the Magician card, all right? And you got the Six of Pentacles, okay? So that combination right away tells me that you guys have recently had to stand your ground against somebody to make you, to make them treat you right, to see your worth, your value. Like this is something that you've stood up, against from people that may have taken advantage of you before, okay? And I feel that in doing that, because I do feel like it was a long time in coming, you've gotten yourself some balance here with the Temperance card, okay? So this has really yielded you, some clarity and some peace of mind for yourself. I do feel that you are a bit kind of caught in between two different options here with the Two of Swords. And you're trying to figure out which way you want to go with it. I do feel like for some of you guys this is career driven. I am getting two scenarios here. One is that, you just weren't appreciated at your job, right? And so you had to really fight and you may have been passed over for some kind of an advancement or a promotion. And I feel like that just kind of got under your skin and made you just, realize that you're worth more. So now the dilemma that you guys are trying to figure out is like, do I stay here, or do I follow a different path altogether? Another scenario that I'm getting does have to do with, of course, love, right? And I feel like you guys stood up to somebody in the past that wasn't doing you right, and I don't mean that just, passionately. I mean, they weren't treating you the way that you deserve to be treated. And I feel like now that this person is trying to come back around with the Knight of Pentacles, you know what? I don't even feel like this is that person coming back around. I feel like this is somebody new trying to come at you and ask you for a date. I feel like you guys are really approaching it with the Queen of Swords energy, which is very no nonsense, very cold, very calculating, very no bullshit, right? Just very, tells things as she sees them, okay? And I feel like it's because you're just at a point where you're like, I'm not going to take any bullshit, you know what I mean? And if you're not exactly what I want, then bye, right? I do feel like you're standing very strong within yourselves now, Aquarius. I do feel like, with the Strength card, this is telling me that you have been able to overcome certain aspects of yourself which may have allowed you to be treated the way that you were before until you started to feel that you deserved better and you stood up for yourself. Now, this is where it's like a nice little twist here. King of Cups energy. Whoop, whoop. That likes me some King of Cups. King of Cups is one who's very open with his or her emotions, very protective, very, very much one who expresses how much they, they love and protect the ones that they care about, okay? I do feel like this is somebody that's trying to make their way into you. And I just feel like you guys aren't interested in it. I feel like, for the month of December, it's looking like you're not going to really take any kind of new offers because you're at a point where you're standing so strong within your, independence that you're like, I don't need anybody. I don't need anybody. Fuck them all. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like that's really, because of this Five of Cups energy, which is, feeling very disenchanted with the past and with emotions in general, okay? And I am seeing a waiting period here, so I do feel like you are going to be holding yourselves in, in pause, because you're not really ready this month to think about really having anything really serious at this point, okay? And this isn't for all of you guys, this is for some that have just recently come out of something where they had to stand their ground. And, you guys are just a little bit jaded at this point, and that's totally fine. That's part of the normal process. Yeah. You're still going to have people coming towards you, though. Page of Cups is about somebody who wants to give you a message of love. And do you feel like this is somebody from the past? Because here we got the Four of Pentacles, and this is about somebody who does not want to let go, right? And I just feel like where you guys are at, you're just going to be really focusing on your coinage, on your work, on your career, you know what I mean? This is also, a good omen for the ones that are, thinking about perhaps leaving one job to get into another. This is saying that you're going to be very balanced in your decisions regarding money. Oh, shit. Okay, guys. Okay. What I was so, excited about until I looked at the other cards was this beautiful Lovers energy. Okay, the Lovers is about, again, making decisions, right? It is also about, divine union, it's quite literally about having a lover, okay? But then when I went deeper into it, we get this questionable moon card. And the moon is about things that are hidden, right? It's about things that are an illusion. So this is breaking through illusions. And again, you got the Four of Swords, which is about resting. Like, I feel like... Okay. I'm getting a very specific scenario here. For some of you guys, I do feel like you are going to relent and, possibly have a fling with somebody or a one-night stand, something like that. It could quite possibly be somebody from the past or somebody who's very reminiscent of the past, okay? And I feel like it's going to cause you some anxiety because you got the Ten of Swords here. Ten of Swords is about being backstabbed. It's about feeling very ruined, very anxious, okay? And then that's connected to the Six of Cups card, which is about nostalgia and thinking about the past. So I feel like if this isn't somebody from your past that you're going to be kind of giving a little bit of a chance to who probably doesn't deserve it, this is about, giving that chance to somebody else who's reminiscent of somebody who doesn't deserve it, okay? So kind of like cut from the same cloth, okay? So be very aware of that, Aquarius, because I just don't want you to deal with a lot of anxiety from decisions that may not be the best for you, okay? I feel like, with the Emperor card here, it's telling you to be very logical about your decisions. Try not to let, the loneliness of the holidays or, the holiday parties where we drink a little bit too much, really kind of take the wheel for you, okay? Because I feel like that's going to lead into something that's really not in your best interest, okay? And I do feel like for some of you guys, this is going to occur through some kind of a party. This is about celebration, drinking, having a good time. So be very aware of that. I feel, that's a very specific message for some of you guys. There is the possibility that some of you guys can hook up with somebody who is not in your best interest, be it somebody from the past or somebody reminiscent of the past. I just feel like it's going to be something that you regret, okay? Meanwhile, I do feel like there is somebody who does want to come through for you, who would be good for you with the King of Cups and that Page of Cups, because this person is actually very sweet. But because you guys are not ready and you're still a little bit jaded for something from the past, you may not want to accept that, and you may be pushed into something that's not the best for you. And the reason that you guys would do that would be to close out that pattern finally, because I do feel like the ones that would give into that kind of temptation, you're not going to feel good afterwards. You're going to be like, well, yeah. It's like when you drink too much whiskey and you're throwing up, and you're like, never again, never again. And I feel kind of like that's where this is going for the ones that I'm tapping into, okay? So Aquarius, be careful, you know, try to let your logic rule you in this. It's okay if you don't want to have anything to do with love right now. It's okay if you want to take a pause. But just try to keep yourselves in a position where you're not feeling disempowered again, okay? All right, my loves, I hope this was helpful for you. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, as that does help me. And again, take advantage of my holiday gift to you guys if you want me to look into your situation a little bit closer, okay? I love you guys. Have a great holiday. I'll be seeing you soon. Bye-bye.